In the late 1930s, the Kayaba industry, a Tokyo-based automotive company, was tasked by the Imperial Japanese Army to develop a helicopter for reconnaissance, artillery spotting, and anti-submarine duties. The first prototype of the Kayaba Ka-1 was flying on the 26th of May 1941. The Army liked the aircraft's short, 30-meter takeoff run and its low maintenance requirements. Production began in early 1941, and the first helicopters were assigned to artillery units for spotting, crewed by one pilot and a spotter. Originally, it was planned to send the Ka-1 to spot for all the artillery units based in mainland China, but the change of the course of war in this theater rendered those plans meaningless. Instead, a few Ka-1s were sent to the Philippines to perform the duties of liaison aircraft. About 20 Ka-1s were produced, but the production continued as the Ka-2, powered by new and more powerful engines. During production, a shortage of critical components for rotors and engines resulted in severe delivery delays. After some time, the Imperial Japanese Army finally decided on the best use of these unique aircraft, and the majority of Ka-1s and Ka-2s were pressed into service as anti-submarine patrol aircraft. Pilot training for this special duty started in July of 1943, with the first batch of 10 pilots graduating in February of 1944, followed by another batch of approximately 40 pilots in September of 1944. Originally, the plan was to deploy the Ka-1s and 2s from second-class cargo ships to spot enemy submarines, but these ships turned out to be too cramped for operations. Therefore, the helicopter unit was assigned to the Army-operated escort carrier Akitsumaru from August of 1944 until her sinking in November of 1944. From early January of 1945, ASW patrols were resumed from Japanese airtrips. Anti-submarine warfare patrols from May of 1945 helped to protect one of the last operational Japanese sea lanes between the ports of Fukuoka and Busan. Eventually, U.S. carrier-based aircraft began to appear even in the Tsushima Strait, so in June of 1945, the helicopter units were relocated in the Sea of Japan, operating there until the very last day of the war. In reality, the Ka-1 and Ka-2 units did not directly sink any submarines during the war, but they were well regarded for spotting enemy submarines and reporting their positions. A total of 98 Ka-1s and Ka-2 airframes were produced by the end of the war. 12 were destroyed before delivery, and about 30 never had engines installed. About 50 were delivered to the Imperial Japanese Army, but only 30 were actually deployed. Some sources have stated that altogether 250 airframes were built, but this information cannot be verified. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.